Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Media. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it just pretty much as simple as I can. Stephanie White, I want you fired. I really want you fired. Because the fact of the matter is that are you gonna get fired? Nah. Should you get fired? Yes. The Indiana Fever had just dropped their second game in a row to a Washington Mystics team that is trying to make the playoffs. 15-18. They only 3 games behind, probably 2.5 games behind the Indiana Fever after beating them tonight. We just see the Dallas Wings beat the Indiana Fever. Now we have the Washington Mystics who trade Aaliyah Edwards away, got J.C. Sheldon, and had Shakira Austin on the bench. This team continues to show no fight at all. And the thing about it is, the Mystics beat us the first time this year, 83-77. We turn around and beat them the second time. They beat us the third time. We have to one more time. So the Washington Mystics has beaten us 2 times out of 1 in 3 games and have one more game left. Can we blame them? No, we sure can't. A team that's have 2 rookie sensations, Sonia Citron, who had 21 points, went off, got to the free throw line, was 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Kiki Arifin, who's been playing phenomenal this year. The Indiana Fever continuously, and this goes on to the GM, Amber Cox, this goes on to Kelly, this goes on to Stephanie White. This team needs size. This team needs size so bad. And it's very evident because they're not going to beat New York. They're not going to beat Minnesota. They're not going to beat Phoenix. They're not going to beat Atlanta. They're not going to beat Seattle. They're not going to beat. Haven't shown that they could beat the Sparks, all the Valkyries. And all of these teams is playoff teams. And you think the Indiana Fever is very equipped to well enough to where they could go in and beat these teams in a 7-game series? Nah, man. That's not about to happen. Keek Arifin had 18 points, 12 rebounds, another double. Stephanie Dawson provided 9. Suge Sutton had 13 points in the starting role, taking over the starting role for Brittany Sykes. Melbourne had 7. Alicia Clark heated up, played 22 minutes, 3 for 5 from 3 with 11 points off the bench. Emily Exter, who played really great, had 7.7 rebounds, 4 assists in the game. Played very good, took it, drove it, made Natasha Howard look old. Natasha Howard, speaking of her, 26 minutes in the game, 1 rebound, 11 points. But Stephanie White continuously not take you out the game. Could have cut your minutes in half and gave it to Chloe Bibby, who she neglected not to play. Then you brought Kara Lambert in and didn't play her because it was the coach's decision. We don't even know what she looked like. Even if she plays Sunday, she might get cut next week before they play Minnesota. And I told y'all after the Dallas game, don't be surprised that we lose to the Mystics. I told y'all right after that game, I said, Don't be surprised if the Indiana Fever lose to the Mystics. And guess what? I was right. I was right. Oh yeah. And the next, you know what? The next games they have in order: the Sun, the Lynx twice, the Storm, who just beat Atlanta, the Sparks and the Valkyries. Oh yeah. And we talk about playoffs, and we talk about, oh, wait till Caitlin come back. Like Caitlin's supposed to fix all of this. You forgot the only problem with this is the coach. The coach, it don't matter. We can have 12 Caitlins, and this coach still is gonna find a way to screw this team up. This coach has been very inept since the beginning of time. She continuously show us that she cannot make proper adjustments. She doesn't know how to have proper rotation. She doesn't have a defensive scheme. She doesn't have an offensive scheme. People say, well, hey, well, Doncic came in the game. Doncic was Doncic had 10 points off the bench, 12 minutes. Yeah, there was some matchup problems. Guess what? This team had matchup problems all year long. You have small guards. You have a 259 and a 5'8" guard on the floor. No size in that guard play at all. That could help this team when you playing against very slender, athletic players. Natasha Howell looks so slow. Kiki still raw. You don't give Chloe no time on the floor so she can stretch the defense out and at least make them honest. Sophie Cunningham had 8 points, where she usually had 12 to 15 points. She only had two 3-pointers in this game. Lexi Hall has 7. Lexi played 35 minutes. She played the most minutes. And then again, Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, she had 9 assists. So what? She had 14 points, but she was 6 for 19 from the field. She missing easy shots at the rim. Then she dribble. But guess what? I'm gonna let Stephanie White tell you all about it.
For it that happened in the second half of this game. What led to that to you?
I think we over dribbled at times. Our off ball movement wasn't there. We did a lot of standing. It's almost like we gave the ball to Kelsey and just tried to watch her work. And that's not when we're at our best. I mean, yes, certainly we want to have the ball in our hands, but
Hold on, I'll have to stop it right there. She said we over dribble too much. We just stand around. Our off ball movement hasn't been good. We just like to watch Kelsey dribble. Well, guess what? Who fault is that? Who fault is that as a coach? Tell Kelsey to pass the ball more. Whether she getting an assist or not, she needs to pass the ball more. Then you draw up a play for her, and she's not that person. I'd rather see you draw up a play for Sophie Cunningham to hit a three. I'd rather for you to draw up a play for Lexi Hall to hit a three. I'd rather for you to put Bibby in that time to give her a chance to hit a game winning shot. Or create some kind of action to get in the paint to hit a two. Or get fouled to get to the line. You give it to a person that just dribbles with a head down, and forces shots consistently. I'm so over Kelsey Mitchell. I do not wish to see her back with this team. I could care less. I don't even care how y'all feel about it. I'm just telling you, I'm over Stephanie White. I really wish she could get fired, but I know that's not going to happen. But I can tell you what, if this team falls out the playoff hunt and these next 5 games, there will probably be some decisions need to be made in the offseason. This team sat in the playoff spot all season long, and now they're looking to be going backwards. This team, this team in this front office have been very erratic and lost. And I'm just tired watching them. I'm tired watching Stephanie White say the same thing in press conference, but I'm not finished.
For it that happened in the second half of this game. What led to that to you?
I think we we over dribbled at times. Our off ball movement wasn't there. We did a lot of standing. It's almost like we gave the ball to Kelsey and just tried to watch her work. And that's not when we're at our best. I mean, yes, certainly we want to have the ball in our hands, but we've got to continue to get movement with and without the basketball. It was getting stuck. I mean, we want to play 0.5 to 1 second basketball, and we weren't. And it's got to get moving. And it hurts. I mean, I think we had 8 turnovers for 13 points in the second half as well. So we didn't take care of it.
Sophie said every loss, of course, feels the same, but given the opportunity at home, these last 2 close games, schedule gets hard, tight standings race. How much more, if any, does these hurt, and how does that change the way you have to kind of address your team after losses like these?
Yeah, it hurts. I mean, it does. She's right. Every loss hurts. And we know that after our injuries, our margin for error is smaller, and I think it was something like a 22-7 run, the end of the second, beginning of the third quarter. And those are hard to recover from when anytime really, but when you're missing pieces. And we've got to make sure that we're sharper at times. We don't have the margin to have lulls within quarters. And then I believe they had something like 21 points from free throw line and turnovers of their 26 in the fourth. And we control that, defending without fouling. We control that, taking care of the basketball, decision making at times, and some of it's playing some people out of position, and some of it's just not being valuing the basketball in the way that we need to value it, being a little sloppy with it.
Both Sophie and Odyssey were talking about giving themselves grace right now with everything going on. How tough is that balance between kind of giving the team grace right now with everything, but also the urgency of being in a playoff race?
Yeah, I mean, it is, because it takes a lot out of you when you lose players, especially the way that happened. It takes a lot out of you emotionally, mentally, but.
All right, so I'm done listening to her talk. This is how it is. You could give yourself so much grace. Teams overcome injuries all the time. All the time. Yeah, losing Ari was probably the biggest blow for this team. But you should have went out there and got quality service. Somebody that know how to run an offense and move the ball. I said it again. Kelsey Mitchell hurts this team. Sometimes she helps this team. She hurts this team more than anything. And if you think Caitlin Clark is going to come back to save this team, to make the playoffs, or help this team get in the playoffs and still get put out in the first round, just for what? Just because we want to see her play? I do not want to see her be a part of this team while this team is in such of a disarray. It's not fair for her to come back and just being put in this position because she has a coach that don't know what the hell she's doing. Stephanie White is one of the most inept coach for all the experience that she has. She has not shown nothing that she knows how to keep a team together or put a team together. You keep bringing in guards saying that you need point guard help, but at the same time, you don't even get no size. Aaliyah Boston is prone to be in foul trouble. Teams pack the paint on her, but you don't have no other size that can stretch the paint out to where Aaliyah Boston can have it easy to work in the middle. You got Natasha Howard, who should not be starting at all. She'll be coming off the bench because she doesn't know how to pass the ball. She comes up there bringing the ball up the court all the time. She doesn't even need to be touching the ball. It's crazy to watch how these young teams are taking the Indiana Fever to task. Then you be about to play in the Connecticut, and knowing that team does not like the Indiana Fever. And guess what? I believe we lost to them this year too. Because I was talking about this in the chat. I believe we lost to them. I believe we lost to them. I believe we lost to the Sun. Yep, the Sun beat us the first game of the season by 2. Then we beat them the last 2 games. And this is the last and final meeting. We're not going to win that game, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. We're not winning that game. That team is playing hungry too. They would love nothing more than to beat us. So, again, me personally, Stephanie White needs to be fired. When you say the good in this game, because I'm going to do a whole analogy of the good and the bad and ugly. The good in this game, the good was Damaris Dantas, Odyssey Sims, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall. That's about it. The bad, Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell. The ugly, Stephanie White and the coaching staff. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.